Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Pats and the Jets coming up next.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and who has the edge here? So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Yeah, stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Yeah, the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball on the 39. Here's second down at a yard.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Clayton. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Second down and a yard.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Clayton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down.
Hatcher. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He juked him and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think
Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
He's got it to the 43 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots.
And New York set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
So the false start will back them up 5.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Up the middle they go. Hatcher, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hatcher, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
New York ready to go again offensively. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll start with the option.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 69 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hatcher Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. He'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hatcher. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hands it off out of the...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope you could have.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium.
Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody.